at a return. Back to pass, it's Ncaa. Rushes on him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
What an individual effort that time, beating his guy and getting in the backfield and making a play. Ohio State has had so many dominant D linemen in recent years, right? The Bosa brothers, Chase Young. You know those guys are watching this game. They're proud of what they just saw. This dude is a game wrecker.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Complete to the right. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. 2nd down coming up. Looking for a man. It's Ncaa. Throws for the tight end. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
To the air on 1st down. Got it. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
It's reverse. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And when these plays work, everybody goes nuts, and the offensive coordinator is a genius. But the 3rd down call, they use some misdirection. They go with the reverse. The defense, so disciplined, sound, run to the football, and get the big 3rd down stop.
Fourth down, and this crowd is making it miserable on this offense. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it, and he will score. Touchdown, Buckeyes. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Snap it to the back. Got room to work. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. LSU quick to the line. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Quick completion on the out route. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. A designed run from the quarterback. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking to the big tight end. Catch in the middle, it's Green. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive. I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Another incompletion on third down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Going over the top. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The decision to go for it does not pan out. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Running behind that left side. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Buckeyes with a second and short to keep this drive moving. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. He might want another play. And the Buckeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Using his legs, it's Peoples. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second.
Oh, a lot of space. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets into the 30. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Caught behind the line. It's Smith. Just does not like to be tackled, discarding guys and getting to the 21.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. To the air, it's Ncaa. And the deflection on third down. How big is that? Forces a fourth down.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Thought maybe they would consider the field goal here, but the offense is staying out there on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Scrambling away. Unloads to the wideout. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
If I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, LSU! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And this offense really struggled in the first half, but how about taking the last possession down the field, punching 6 on the board with a chance to tie this football game up. Low scoring, but nice job finishing this half with a touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Ncaa. Fires to the big fella. Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Wide open spaces. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. Offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Pressure is all over him, and he can't get it off. Down he goes, and that'll bring us to the end of the first half. LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Graham. And the returner will be knocked down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. They keep it on the ground to open the third. Brought down at the 21, but a really big play there to pick up 10.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career.
There he goes! Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. The 30. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Off the play fake on first down. It's complete on the right side. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
With jet sweep pass. Got some room into the goal line. Touchdown, Ohio State. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. Good timing on the quick out. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Wants to fire on second down. Oh, they're after him. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover 1, man coverage, and did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage, you jam them, and it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process, and that time, that
pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
They'll leave it with him. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
And that is elite 3rd down defense. First of all, you get him in 3rd and long, and then you look to the go-to guy, Jesse. I am committing my resources to him because I know he's a freak, and I know you as a quarterback, you're trying to find that dude.
Yeah, and it's hard, 3rd in California, to convert that. Doesn't matter how good your receiver is, and this dude's obviously one of the best in the country. With the defense, they were all over it, they were ready for it, and they get the big hit.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Watkins. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place. That I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
Ohio State, 14, LSU, 7.
They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. The Tigers want to move quickly. Looking to pass. It's Nussmeier. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And this offense stays aggressive, and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Surging forward on the sneak. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
Great job by the defense there on 4th down. I'll say this, QB sneaks are not a guaranteed play that you're going to get on offense. Everybody thinks it is. You dial it up, it's an automatic first. Not the case. That time, the defensive line was lower. They got more push. There was
Turning on the Jets. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
I know you took a loss on 1st down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Ncaa. He took a hit as he could and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. The Buckeyes will send out the punt unit. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. And the punt team able to smack it to the ground. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Trying to get rid of it. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Well, this situation in the game, trailing with not a lot of time left, I understand going to the sideline to try and save clock, but you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. Don't be afraid to use those. You can attack the middle of the field, use the timeouts to save the clock that way.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but he's not able to get to the first down mark. Offense a little backed up here, and boy, would it help to convert this third down. Direct snap. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains. They marked it at the 29. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Motion from the back. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They are ready this time. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage. And after that big run, the defense answers. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, they've thrown 2 straight incompletions, and they just need to play pitch and catch on this next play. They're down a possession, and you don't have to necessarily get the first down right here, but if you don't get it, you've got to at least keep the 4th down manageable to give yourself an opportunity to keep pushing the ball down the field and give yourself a shot to win.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. He wants to throw it again. He's taking the deep shot. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his teeth.
He lets it fly. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Plenty of room on that play. Find their way to the 36.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football all week long.
Oh, no, the ball popped out. And what a break to get that football back. At this juncture, that would have been catastrophe. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to throw, and he's running out of time. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And that just kind of caps off this day. It's been a day with not a lot of rhythm, not a lot of timing, not a lot of guys on the same page, and they weren't right there, and the quarterback throws an INT, and this one is not looking good.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Defense uses a timeout. The clock stops with 17 seconds left.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. Timeout called by the defense. 13 seconds to go.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. The Buckeyes decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. That is a pretty brutal kick there. It'll be marked dead right at the 30-yard line. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Defense dropping into soft coverage. To throw, it's Nussmeier. Plenty of time as he fires it to the right. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.